I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay, our first customer today. I'm this close to reporting you halfway. Oh, rude. Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. I'm Aletta and today we're playing a new cozy game. I am very excited for this one. I don't really know what the game entails other than Strange Horticulture. This game was suggested to me by Trinity Reed, and thank you for the suggestion, Trinity. I'm so excited to play this. And if you have any other cozy game recommendations, leave them in the comments below. But yeah, let's jump into this game. It looks so pretty already. I don't know if it's like a lot of reading or what. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Ooh. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Oh, the sound design is already really good. Recently the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Oh, it's like a mouse game? Okay. So I'm on the Switch. Oh, that's so nice! Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna come in handy. I found it! An excerpt on the exclusive Wandering Boo. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the Gilded Dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hebelbor a good scratch behind the ear for me. Hellbor? I said Hebel, but I think those are L's. Hellbor. Who is Hellbor? Look at all these plants. What? I don't know what to do. Is it like, there's a kitty! Oh, it's purring. Hello? Victoria Gray? I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. I come here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has gotten the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. St. John's Poppy. Do I give her one? Okay, well those aren't poppies. It's either this one, or I think this one's a poppy. What is this? Hello? Book of Plants. Okay, so we have this encyclopedia to help identify the plants. They're not always intended as an aid. Often the description will be more useful. Remember to take care when dealing with poisonous plants. Oh, I was right. Hee hee. Here you go, ma'am. Plant identified. Oh. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant name Lovelock. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have like a little index. It's very good to know. I was super confused at the beginning. I didn't know nothing would really be explained, but that's fine. Oh, we can just leave this on the desk. Okay. Looks like some sort of cipher. Undermere. Come to the Wandering View. I am not seeing it. Is that like a place? Or am I just missing it? Clues, labels. Oh, another letter! Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to northwest of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. Keep that secret. Don't tell anyone, guys. Don't tell anyone. Alright, cool. So we'll probably need this again, so I'll keep that out. Is this timed? Because I'm being really slow. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Collect. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Something got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through Back Barrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Okay, well this one's yellow, so let's inspect this one. Leaves are coarse to the touch. Okay. My desk is already messy. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, curing afflictions of the heart. Okay, this isn't it, even though it's yellow. Curled leaves. Perhaps this one? Blue flowers. It smells of nothing. It's pungent, but not unpleasant. The leaves are waxy. There's not like more on it, right? Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's a flower. What? What? 1 minute, guy. I don't know what's happening. Oh, this might be it. This looks better. Faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. Oh, curled leaves. There we go. Okay. I was looking at the petals for some reason. Plants identified. Oh, we got a new plant. Cute. This is adorable. I don't understand, like, why is there a hint? Should I click it? I should call in the next customer, or maybe look through my notes and letters and see if that leads me anywhere interesting. Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her, a terrifying black, skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face— Hey, you're talking too fast. I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Forest Comfrey. Oh, okay, that looks like that blue one. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful sulfuric effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. So maybe this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm scared. Yes, okay. Butter dill, often found growing in clumps on valley sides, has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. Okay. Nora? Got any wandering boo? It always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? The old hermit inventor, the wanderer. Anyway, the boo, if you've got it. Oh, that's not a place, it's a plant. Oh. I don't know if I have it. I don't have an entry for Wandering Boo in my plant book yet. Someone mentioned something in her note. I should visit the library in the Ambleside. Oh, Ambleside. I feel silly now. I don't see it. Is it on this map? Lake Windermere. Okay, so this is where we are, I think. Is this it? Arnside? Ambleside. See, that's not it. From Arnside, I look across the estuary and listen to the lonely call of the gulls. Since the viaduct was built, this one profitable port has become choked with silt and few boats can moor here, but the fast-rising tides are still perilous to an unsuspecting stranger. Having cleared my head, it is time to move on. I do not wish to be another victim of the waters. Yeah, that's not it. Oh, you can only click it sometimes. Okay. Ah, there it is. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will burn. Will turn black as the blood succumbs to dangerous miasma. Okay. Ah, hey, I was looking at that. I really hope this isn't timed. I didn't get to read that one. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover a distance up to several meters a night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp. Okay, so this is a mushroom. So we'll check this one. Soured milk. Okay. Oh, there's a note there. We'll get that after this customer. Underside is somewhat sharp. And there's red warts. Is that it then? I don't think there's any more mushrooms, is there? I think this is it. I think. Okay, good. Oh, okay, I'm closed. Lady of Summer. Okay, let's tidy up. Gorth is a hateful town. Gosforth. Okay, I want to see this Gosforth place. I should not have come here. A darkness hangs over this town like an executioner's blade. Oh! A rising dread. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. Yikes. Okay, what is this though? What is this? It's just a little... Okay. So I shouldn't have gone there even though it said to in the letter. It didn't say to. It definitely said just to not go there at all, but... Okay, so these are my plants. Very cute. Oh, I can like rearrange them a bit. That's cute. I don't see one that looks like this picture we just found. This little doodle. I don't know. Maybe it's a clue? Wait, it looks like this picture upside down. Okay, so there's like some kind of code in here. So I'll put that one first, maybe? But it's upside down, so I don't know if that matters. Okay, well, we'll put that in clues. Or letters, okay. I'd say that's a clue. Can I not use these? Oh, wow, cool! Okay, what is this called again? Wandering Boo? Okay, one sec. I'm gonna label all the ones we have. Forest Camphor. Okay, I think that's all the plants we identified. So see, they have little labels now that I put on there, and I actually had to write them in the texting thing. But yeah, I gave 2 of them yellow and 2 of them purple. And there's also a red tag that I'll probably save for poisonous stuff. I don't know if I can, or if there's anything else that I should sort them into. So we'll figure that out later, but I think that's a good time to end it. Ooh, what is that? Oh, I can't move my mouse. Row H, the third river. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find, a book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Okay. Day 2, Saturday. But what does it mean? Huh? Oh look, our candle's on. Okay, the will to explore. What is this flashing thing? Bios. Oh, what? The psychic. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent. But once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night. The sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She comes to Strange Horticulture, seeking relief from her nightmares. Oh, I log what they say to me? Okay. I don't understand what this is. Let's try and find the third river. Is this the river? Nothing here. Oh, okay. Oh, row H. Like, wait. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Where did I click? Oh, I messed it up. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, our first customer today. Bring me a sample of Apis timicis and be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in the shop like this. Rude. My cat is adorable. I have cat allergies and I still want a cat. Okay, Apis timicis. I don't have that. Oh, it's the Latin name. Candy root, a plant with medical properties that can aid with digestive problems. Rough leaves, and only the petals are safe. Okay, so that almost looks like that, but not quite. I think it's this one. Cool, candy root. Okay, I'm gonna add that to my labels as we go. Perfect. Oh, we can explore again. Okay. Row H, the third river. Row H. 1, 2, 3. No! A dead deer in the river, yellow bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Oh, look. Okay, I got a new plant. That's pretty. Oh, my Rising Dread reset, so that's good at least. And the thing just disappeared, apparently. Oh, it's my mail guy. Like Underbeer's looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Thank you. Oh, it has a seal on it. Okay. There's an old state mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have gone and found a niche in the damp dark tunnels left by tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Hard Knot. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted, it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Clavilium. Oh, it can open any lock. Okay, so we need heart-shaped leaves, which look like these. Is there any others with heart-shaped leaves? This one is just leaves. Yeah, see, these aren't heart-shaped. Okay, I'm gonna try this one, but I don't know if it's it. Oh, sweet, okay. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. 3 plants? Whoa! We got 3 new mushrooms! Let's go! Those are funky. I'm gonna give it purple because it could open and lock. Oh, there's a check on this letter. South of the town with a group of travelers. Oh! Gosforth is a hateful town. Okay, I wasn't supposed to go there. I was supposed to go... Gotcha, gotcha. Hello, Edgar. Oh, Reuben. Headed to Grisdale Forest investigating a possible murder. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. I was hoping you might have some foxbun that would help me win them over. Ah, so much stuff. I don't have that. I don't have it. Oh, fuck. Contracted friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposite pairs along the stems. Small leaves, delicate flowers. No, the leaves are thick. Stiff leaves. Okay, that's gotta be it. It looks like a little fox. That wasn't it! Oh no. Well, at least that's the first one we got wrong. It might be this one. Okay, I guess I'll try this one, but now I'm scared. Okay. Okay, I want to try and find this. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger just as I had come to fear the wickedness. South of the town. South of the town, okay. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared. South of the town, northeast corner of the wood. Though it has a calming effect on my mind, it does feel good to escape into nature. It's not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Yay! Oh, that almost looks like the other one. Is there a check now? Okay, so these are like little flower finding things. That one's scaring me. Dangerous plants. Don't tell anyone. Ding! Victoria Gray is back. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of St. John's Poppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Harlequin blue. That's awesome. Bushy blue flowers. Oh, once they're burned, they let out high-pitched shrieks widely believed to be spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. What? Harlequin blue. Bushy blue flower heads. Okay, so it could be this one even though it's purple. This one we already identified. Okay, let's see. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. Okay, I guess they are blue. Harlequin blue. Awesome. Okay, there's Harlequin blue. I don't know about this one. Northeast of Back Barrow. Okay, so not northeast there. Oh, the hills. Ugh, I totally missed that. It said hills. Bethany Coleman. Ooh, I like your cloak. Oh, Yeah, I heard the rumors that Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. Okay. The nature of her death is unusual. The sisterhood does not often look to outside help. This is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. I will be sure to have your discretion where you require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Mary's breath. The wide waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. Wide waxy leaf. Smooth waxy leaves. Okay, here. No! But it said waxy leaves. These ones are waxy too. I'm so scared right now. Okay. This is only one that I have a guess that could be it though. Okay, good. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Greasdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across the Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. Greasdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore. Okay, I'm gonna guess here. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I'm ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asked my escort. I set to work. Okay, that's creepy. We'll stay up here. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. So to me it should smell unpleasant because her uncle just died. There's no flower. Small red berries. Okay, not that one. Oh, it has to be this one, right? Scratches at the back of my throat. Okay. I think it's this one. I extract a sample of the Arda's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Okay, so if I click Y, it'll put stuff away for me, so that's good to know. New plants! Ooh, these ones are cool. I like this like little spiky one. Okay, well let's just see what else we get today. Isidora's back. I am this close to reporting you, halfwit. Oh, rude! The last plant you gave me made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and thrown to the ground. My actions could have consequences. Butterdale or Meekdew. Okay, well this one will make it worse. But, you know, I kind of want to give it to him because he's being mean. But it's probably a bad idea if I want my shop to stay open and not make angry people. Cure for all manner of skin rashes. Dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. Okay. Smells buttery to some people. Buttery. Okay. Here's some Butterdale. Okay, I don't really want to travel here in case it gives me dread. Also, I'm going to move the plants a bit. Okay, I didn't super organize them, but they're a little bit more condensed now. We got some mushrooms and then these tall ones. I don't know, but there's none like way to the left or way to the right that I'll miss now, so that's good. But yeah, let's just explore somewhere random, I guess. Like, this is where we are. What happens if we click here? The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. Oh, we already learned that. Okay. Whoops. Okay, what do we got today? North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustlin, south of Crinkle Crags. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measures. And after studying it for some time, she reached the decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Okay. Sunday. North of Hawkshead, east of Blowick, west of Rustlin. Okay, let's look at the map first like this. North of Hawkshead, south of Crinkle Crags, Lowick. So here. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression of as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. What? Cute! Okay, weird. I'll take it. Alright, let's get our little thingy-majig out. What the heck is this? I guess we'll never know. He's the #1 champion. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of what's it something or other. I'm no green-eyed drayer, that's for sure. My mind isn't all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline? Lady of Summer. The leaves curl around delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Is it? No, it's not that one. This one's really pretty. Is it this one? It has little curl leaves. Sweet smelling, dark flower. Is it sweet smelling? Okay, does any of the other ones curl around that we haven't done yet? Oh yeah, I think it's this one. Alright, we can explore again, but I want to see the next customer. It is our male. Okay, I'm glad I did that. They're saying the artist's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the art always looked out for the less fortunate. I like the male guy. Amos sends me a letter like every day. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I am forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can help you warm should the weather turn against you. Great Gable. After several hours of hiking and scrambling, I'm still some distance from the summit. I'm freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless... Suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made from leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. Small yellow flowers, waxy and tough. These aren't really small though. Is it this one? Rough glass paper, but that's not waxy and tough, it's just tough. See, that doesn't look like the leaves to me. I think it's this one because it's not cold in here. I'm not sure though. Yes! Okay, I was like, there's no yellow ones. It has to be this. Oh my gosh. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am rewarded. Sunset Mount Trap, Solus Ocasium. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home. Okay, well that's actually pretty useful. Okay, why didn't we get a check on here though? Weird. Oh, the other ones are like in the archive. I can move that to the archive. Cool. Oh, does I have a check on it now? Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, cool. Hello. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please, take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Why do you got just like a mushroom in your house? Sir? Sir, come back. Simone? Hellbore, always a great pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. Is this the librarian? You owe me for the hours I spent on digging out the information on those plants. Yep. I've been burning the midnight oil again and can use some common trowse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sudbury in the meantime. According to Grayson's... Red pike, okay. Should we go to Red Pike then? The weather agreeable, the view's majestic. Did I get it? Is that what she wanted? Okay. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little brother called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. Stop talking so fast. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got me Shimmerlung? Dried stem of the Shimmerlung burns with very brightly, noisily, letting off a near blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. Oh, wait. This one looks like it's wrapped in leaves. Pleasant scent. The leaves have ribs. Yeah, it's gotta be this one. Shimmerlung. Hello. Sorry if I'm shouting, I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I remember it's bright red, though. Question. Okay, so probably the poppy? That's the first time we had to do that twice. Hey, I already identified that one. Okay, let's go to this, like, scary little thing. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Backbarrow. I found it before, I forgot where it is. Northeast. Here. The weather changes fast out in the hills when starting as a gray morning has turned into a bright sunshine. Good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. I'm supposed to keep it secret though. What is it? Long flat leaves. Breadfruits. Okay, it might be candlewood. Dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. Okay, I think it's this one. Because it said a dangerous plant. So let's label it with story in, but with like a question mark. I don't know if I could change the labels yet. We'll put that way over to the left. Just hide it there, it's fine. Okay, so we got that. This one all checked out, so that can go in the archive. I still don't understand what this is. Oh, there is an upside down one. Okay. Okay, so that's probably the first one here. We don't know what the rest are. Okay. We'll explore and then we'll probably end the episode. Let's go here. I don't know why. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna end the day. Okay, we'll read this really quick. Ooh. Time passed. A year and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Okay, so I think I can just close the game. I'm not really sure how it works. Oh, I can auto-label. What? Are you serious? That's so funny that you can auto-label. Okay, well let's go to the main menu. Alright, well, thank you again, Trinity, for this wonderful suggestion of a game. I'm so intrigued by this. I don't know if you guys will like it, but I could definitely see myself playing this for hours just because I love identifying plants like that. But I hope that you enjoyed this game. If you did, make sure to give it a like so I know that you liked it, and subscribe if you would like to see more. But yeah, leave any other game suggestions in the comments below again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everybody, hope you have a great rest of your day.